Hi, I'm Eugene the Teacher. Well, I want to teach our baby Chinese. For one, because it's for their heritage, something they can hold on to. Wouldn't it be neat for them, the baby, to be able to speak to its Chinese grandmother and grandfather in Chinese? And for two, because, well, I remember coming up in school that the foreign language of choice was Spanish, French, and German. But it wasn't long before market researchers realized that the American dollar is not going to a country that speaks Spanish or French or even German. American dollar's next destination is going to China. And so all across the country, American students are learning Chinese in public schools and taking Chinese as an elective in college. Now, wouldn't it be great for our baby to get ahead by starting now? I mean, it's going to have to pick up its first language in English anyway. Might as well pick up a second. Now, I did some research that children who grow up in bilingual homes, they acquire language more slowly and they speak a little bit later because they have to decipher two systems of codes. But once they understand language, but their language centers in their brain become so advanced, and it's nothing for them to pick up a third language and even a fourth language later in life. I want our baby to have something I didn't have: linguistic genius. Now, I have to decide if I want to teach it Cantonese, which is my mother tongue. I speak that fluently with my mom and dad. Or Mandarin Chinese, which is the standard dialect, spoken and accepted all over China, and is offered in universities and schools. Well, Cantonese, I speak that quite fluently, but Mandarin, not so much. So I tested myself today. Before I left school, I downloaded a Chinese radio app on my iPhone, and I listened to some talk radio while I was driving home, while I stopped for a gas station, so 30 minutes. At the beginning, I was only understanding 10%. But by the end of the trip, when I got home, I was picking up 20%. I was amazed that with just the first 30 minutes of listening, I improved by 20%. Now, the rest of it is not going to come quite that easily, but I feel confident that if I really wanted to, and I listened religiously to some Chinese talk radio 30 minutes every day, I could teach our baby how to speak Mandarin. I'm Eugene the Teacher with your today's inspirational message.